to Italy, and our first stop is Milan, Malpensa Airport, and from there we're going to go to Como's lake, which is very beautiful. So let's go. We landed at Malpensa Airport in Milan, and from there we took the train to Como. We also visited Bellagio by bus from Como before we took the train again to Milan and to Cinque Terre. The Cinque Terre is a coastal area within Liguria in the northwest of Italy. It lies in the west of La Speciale Provenza and comprises 5 villages: Moteresso al Mare, Vernezza, Coniglia, Monarola and Riomaggiore. Lastly, we visit Florence, which is a city in the central Italy and the capital city of the Tuscany region. So look at this lovely track. We are on our way in Lake Como to the Castello Baradello, which is overseeing the entire city, so we're going to have a really good view. So let's go! The Castello Baradello is a military fortification located on a 430-meter high hill next to the city of Como. The castle occupies the ancient site of Como Oppidum, the original settlement of Como, dating from the first millennium before Christ. You need to take a hike to reach the tower on the top of the hill. The hike starts at Via Santa Bridaga e Resaup and takes about 30 minutes to complete. Bring good sneakers and lots of water. At the top you are rewarded with a beautiful view of Como and Lake Como. Como has everything your heart desires: art, churches, gardens, museums, theaters, parks, palaces and of course good food. The C30 bus takes you to Bellagio, which is a small town of about 3,500 inhabitants, and a beautiful restaurants, good for bathing and good for sightseeing. It also has a famous garden, and we're going to see how much we can do in our few hours that we have in this city. So, welcome! Punta Spartivento is located at the tip of Bellagio, about 10 minutes walk uphill from the ferry terminal. It provides for a breathtaking view of the lake, where Laghi di Como and Lago di Lecco meet. It is a great spot to just take it all in. From the tip you can actually see Switzerland, the Alps and Liechtenstein. What a view! Renting car in Italy is very expensive, so my suggestion is to take the train. There are different train companies that drive different lines, so you need to use Google or other services to plan your trip. So for our trip from Como to Riomaggiore, we had to use Trenord at our first part and Trenitalia on our last part. And of course the different lines don't use the same tickets, so you need to buy a lot of different tickets. Sadly, not all elevators at the train station worked, so we had to carry the luggage, so please pack lightly.
So, going on the trains, no problem.
The trains themselves are really good quality, at least if the lights don't go out.
So crazy. So crazy.
From Como, we are arriving at Cinque Terre, which is 5 small villages connected to each other by train. From the north to the south, it's Moteresso, Vernezza, Monarola, and Riomaggiore. And Riomaggiore is the city we are going to stay in, and we're going to visit Moteresso and Vernezza, and also Monarola. So please join me for this amazing trip.
The next station is Moteresso.
Moteresso is the largest city and best for bathing. It is very tourism, so it suits families that seeks beach holiday. The village is located on hills that is used to grow lemons, grapes and olives. You cannot miss the beach. It is the only sand beach in the Cinque Terre area and is popular among tourists as well as the locals. If you walk to the end of the beach, you will see the giant that represents Neptune, the god of the sea. If you plan to visit Moteresso, then I would suggest a Thursday, because then you have the chance to see the farmers market. But if you're interested in focaccia, then any day will do, because this is the #1 snack in Cinque Terre. From the Moteresso beach, you can actually spot 3 other of the Cinque Terre villages: Vernezza, Coniglia and Monarola. If you like hiking, then I will tell you a little secret. Between each city in Cinque Terre, you can actually hike, and the tracks go from Riomaggiore to the next city, to the next city, and the next city. And here is the hike.
The next station is Vernezza.
Vernezza is the 4th town heading north. It has no traffic and remains one of the truest fishing villages on the Italian Riviera. It is the only natural port of Cinque Terre and is famous for its elegant houses. If you're into ice cream, then do stop for some Italian quality ice cream from one of the local stores. We ate our dinner at the Belforte restaurant that serves both meat, pasta and of course fish, that is the specialty of Vernezza. Also, the view is spectacular.
The next stop is Monarola.
Monarola may be the oldest of the towns in the Cinque Terre. It has a small harbor where you can enjoy the blue sea. And if you are brave enough, you can jump into it. Quiz time! Can you name the fishes?
Herring, flounder, haddock, catfish, sea bream, grosser geisbras, the next station is Riomaggiore.
Riomaggiore is the first of the Cinque Terre one meets when traveling north from La Spezia. This was our home base for our exploration of Cinque Terre. And as always, pack lightly. I picked Riomaggiore because of its cozy atmosphere and beautiful scenery. The village is not as touristy as the other villages because it has a more chilled vibe. My favorite restaurants were located here, and I had the best pizza here. The Pizzeria Caprese, with their special sauce. Check out the main street Via Colombo, where you can find numerous restaurants, bars and shops.
Riomaggiore, what a beautiful city. It's a heat wave in Italy now, and it's actually 34 degrees, but still we Norwegians have to have our morning coffee. Actually, each Norwegian drink 1,340 cups of coffee every year.
Time to pack our bags in Cinque Terre and head to Florence.
Traveling from Cinque Terre, we finally came to Florence, or Florence as they say in this area. Florence is
is a major city in Toscana with about 1.5 million inhabitants. Florence was also the birthplace of the Renaissance, and we're going to pick up a few places that you have to visit when in Florence. But first, we need to relax with a cup of Americano and some bakery. Florence was a center for medieval Europe, trade and finance, and one of the wealthiest cities of that area. It was the birthplace of the Renaissance and became home for artistic, cultural, commercial, political, economic and financial. In Florence you will find amazing statues like the Fountain of Neptune, Michelangelo's David, Hercules and Cacus, and Perseus with the head of Medusa. The Ponte Vecchio is the first segmental art bridge built in the West, which crosses the Arno River. Leonardo da Vinci was a polymath of the High Renaissance who was active as a painter, draftsman, engineer, scientist, theorist, sculptor and architect. Museum in Florence dedicated to his work that you should visit. The Bardini Garden has a magnificent view of the city. Sadly at my visit it was dry because of the high temperatures and drought. Florence is known for its leather. It has many shops where you can buy leather, but be aware there can be cheap knockoffs and poor quality goods sold here. Check the labels for words like synthetic and polyester. Real leather should feel soft and flexible, but also have a grainy feel. Also do the smell test. A leather should have a oaky smell. Finally, look for pores. My vacation days are over and I will be heading back to Norway. So it's time to say